Hello Knight here, welcome back to my Empire Total War campaign. We're just blitzing the American nation at the moment. This is probably going to be one of the hardest battles we fight, but even then we outnumber them fantastically actually. It's almost an auto-resolve, but we will actually fight this. Don't want to lose too many troops, and we can also move on to attack the Iroquois afterwards, so let's assault these guys. They've only got one artillery and I think no cavalry actually, so they're in real trouble. We can obviously shell them as much as we want. They'll probably be drawn into attacking us, I would think. Just depends whether they're able to sit on a hill where the ground is nice and open. I don't think there was a fortress here, was there? I don't think so. I think I checked that earlier, the previous episode. I don't remember any of these. I don't think Boston has a fortress either. So it should be quite straightforward, this. So once we've got Boston and Philadelphia, I think that's it. I think the Americans are done for. We did capture their fleet in the previous episode just outside New York Harbor. Okay, tensions mounting. What's the field of battle going to be like? Any moment now. Come on. Well, it's like waiting for a kettle to boil, isn't it? Let's go. Come on. Oh, I think it stopped. It stopped loading. There we go. Okay, that's nice. It's nice and open. He's probably got some ridges here he can sit on, but to be honest, we have a deployment zone that really favours us, to be honest. We can cover almost the whole of his deployment zone without artillery, I think. I'm going to put artillery as close as possible to his guys. Oop. That's fine. We're not going to keep these as a just complete group. We'll detach them for a really good brigade. And I'll bring them to support these guys here. We'll deploy them in line as soon as we can. Yeah, he's probably going to be up on this field up here, to be honest. I was tempted to put another brigade over here, just here as a reserve. Put the general here. So he did have artillery. Just in case we need to, we'll keep one regiment of cavalry over his side. The rest is going to form up with this brigade. In fact, they're pretty much where I would want them to be, to be honest. In fact, that isn't really true. We need them to come round this way. And also this brigade we need to have here. Okay, this will be interesting. See where he's actually deployed. I think we've got enough troops here to hold them off if we actually find that he does attack. All of his guys attack us. Right, start hitting those. Go into ranks of 3. And let's go here. I'll just throw these cav forwards. He did have one unit of cav, I thought. His general. Already got them going, I think. Let's run these guys. I want to get them into position. Oh, looks like we're getting hits already on my guys. He's actually got quite a lot of guys here. These Continental Marines. That's the 2nd Brigade. Let's move up. Kind of weird how they're actually... It's got some fences here, I think, so we've got to watch out for these. Let's run these guys. This is only to hold them off, actually. It's literally just to cause them to be disrupted whilst we go in and destroy these guys. US Marines, right, okay. Let's get out of here before we get a hit on our guys. Let's move out. Oh, I don't want all of them to go actually. Right, let's go over here. Don't think we've got any friendly fire there. No, only one guy lost. Okay, so it looks as if most of his guys are over this side. So these guys are going to have to do a good job on them. Right, let's pull out. We've got Marines here. So we really need to basically have our guys come over and assist these guys. Okay, let's over here. I think we've pretty much got these guys on the run. We didn't really need to do very much. Let's move forwards. Let's get these guys moving forwards. How far can these guys hit? They can hit these foot guards. That'd be nice. This is going to be a difficult battle here, I think, over on this side. Actually, I haven't lost any so far. Right, we could probably do this guy actually. They're already tired. So we're going to try and charge in, come on. Oh, we got a damn volley against us there. Cycle the charges in. We're not going to stay there for too long. Hit these guys. Okay, are we getting anywhere with this guy? He's nearly gone, that's good. We'll leave our cavalry in there at the moment. Got to watch these guys, we don't want to damage out. I'll watch these guys actually, they're coming around here. Let's run these guys over. Kind of forming up. It's quite an interesting battle actually. Okay, he's got those. I'm going to run into Grenadiers, let's go over this way. Need to bring that guy up actually, he wasn't actually in range. He was just about. Okay, so we're using our artillery to good effect here. Okay, let's keep pushing forwards. Minutemen. Don't think they're going to have particularly good morale. First Delaware. Let's get the cav in on them. Maybe not a good idea to hit the Grenadiers, but we're going to. Right, let's get back over here, see what's happening. Okay, let's come around behind these guys. They're starting to go now, those foot guards, that's good. General's bodyguard, oh, that's a bit crazy. Let's just go down and kill them. These guys need to run back because they're being hit by all these. We're getting our artillery on them now. So not a good idea really to attack. They are cuirassiers, so they're pretty tough to be honest. It's all over here I think. Where's my cav? I don't want them running into a fence, which they probably have done. Okay, we only have to make these guys rout. They're shattered, so they're gone. Shattered, shattered. Okay, let's bring these four over here. We should be able to win this without any trouble, to be honest. Let's charge into the flank of this guy. Let's bring these guys to here. run. How's the artillery doing? Where did that other regiment of cuirassiers go? There we go. Okay, let's charge these guys. Let's give them the bayonet. They're Marines, but they've suffered quite a lot of heavy damage. Let's retarget artillery over here. I should be able to pull our cav out of here now. These should be shattered. Yeah, they are. Let's bring the cavalry up onto this flank. It's all very straightforward stuff. I'll just do a flank attack on these guys. These are gone now. Should be able to get another couple of volleys in on this guy. Bayonet. Charge in. They get a chance to fire us again. These have just fired, so we'll charge in now. Get a problem. Let's turn the artillery off. Okay, that was quite straightforward. I think we may have hit our own. I think we can actually end this because it's a siege battle. So again, another heroic victory. I think we've had about 3 or 4 of those now. I think it helps with the generals, doesn't it? I think they get better attributes. So we lost 600, they lost 2,500. So that's probably the biggest battle that we're going to fight, to be honest. I can't see any of the other cities performing as well. Let's get these guys repaired up. These guys took no damage at all, actually. That's very good. What have we got left? Let's move these guys to here. Speed things up. Okay, so I think this is probably an auto-resolve, to be honest. We've not really got... We're going to auto-resolve this one, because I don't think that we'll lose any units. We've certainly got enough to actually repair them. 1,400, well, we probably would have lost 800 less than that. But there we go, that's the end of Boston. We've got now, I think it's Maine. I think that's the last one we need to sort out. Didn't lose any units. And we'll move this army up to here. I think he can reinforce. Again, I think this is an auto-resolve, so we'll just quickly do this. Okay, we lost some units there, I think. Possibly. Wow. Okay, I think we're done. I think that's the end of America, I think. I think those of you who have kept with the series will know that I probably actually set up America. From what I remember, I actually gave them a lot of territory to get hold of this city. Which was not crazy, but at the time it seemed like a reasonable thing to do, to be honest. Alright, so we need to think about how we're going to move on to attack the Iroquois now. Can we move straight away? We're going to have a look at that. We're going to see whether we can get moving straight away towards the Iroquois. I was thinking the main thing to do would be to get to ports and actually use these fleet here, which repairing, to go around down the St. Lawrence and drop troops off. So I think that's probably still the way to go. Oh, up here we had a terrific battle, I think. Is that right? I think... Yeah, we need to... We're at war, so we can besiege these guys. Oh, we can't actually move yet. No, we can't. We haven't actually fought this through yet. Great Britain. Okay, that's back in Europe. We'll take that out in a moment. These are all good traits, steady under fire, etc. Steady under fire, they're all good things that arise from heroic victories. Right. What are you doing with this ship? Do you want to move that down? Can I watch this slightly? There's still 3 territories. Well, they're saying that. Can we actually take that straight away? We can't. Can't get to it, unfortunately. Okay. And I think over here we couldn't move this guy either. I think we were trying to move him, and it's going to be a turn or so before this stack can join in the war against the Cherokees. There's only 3 territories we've got to take out. Right, so I think everything's being repaired as far as I remember. I think I did it as I went through. Pretty certain. Yeah. Yeah, so all these will be back nearly in one. Some of these have taken heavy losses and require maybe 2 turns to completely recover. But although saying that, we've still in very good shape. Everything's being repaired. So the aim here, I think I've said this a couple of episodes ago, the aim is to actually get this all sorted out by 1740. So we've got the whole of North America, and then we're moving on to attack the Marathas. I think my only problem was down here. I believe there are quite a lot of ships down here with armies on them. By quite a lot I mean like half a dozen. I'm not being very specific here, but about half a dozen ships I think with guys on board. Probably about 4 or 5 stacks of troops, Marathan troops. We're going to go into the port. Yeah, he doesn't have much, and if you look, they're actually taking attrition already, these armies, I presume, because their economies must be in the pits, to be honest. It's really, I just need to work out whether I can start moving forwards. I think I can. I think I can start moving to places like Niagara, and yeah, I think we can do it. Can't get very far on that one. Yeah, most of these have used up their movement. Well, I was saying that one hasn't. Although we need that probably in there to replenish and to keep disorder down. Actually, are all these in order? I think they are, actually. That's really fabulous, because it means that we can certainly get the money from once the buildings are up straight. We've obviously got stacks in there at the moment, but yeah, once we've actually got these buildings up straight, we'll be getting a lot more money, because obviously our trade is actually going to go as we destroy the our trade partners, as we take them over. Okay, right. That's a relief. That's the end of the United States. Let's just look at the diplomacy side of things. The United Provinces. We're going to destroy Great Britain. We're going to go back to Europe and do that. Mughal Empire love us. Ottoman Empire love us, 203. Crimeate, Khanate love us, and so do Persia. We're at war with everyone else, I think. Apart from the Plains nation, we're probably going to leave them actually. We're not going to bother to traipse all the way across North America and across the plains to attack them. They don't have much, and they don't seem to ever bother you in Empire. They just seem to keep in their own territory. Okay, Cherokee's got 3. Inuit. Ooh, I don't know what they've got. They've got something here actually in Europe. Okay, well, I don't think there's anything else we can do in North America. I think we really just wait for one turn for our guys to replenish, and then we'll be taking out some of these other territories. The intention is to betray the Crimean Khanate. They're our allies at the moment. So just on that note, let's get back to Europe. Let's put our guys on board. And let's land here. Declare war. They have no allies. Call out allies. Okay. Let's take the army out. And besiege. Wow, they've got a lot of troops actually. Got some riflemen, green jackets, that's interesting. Let's continue the siege, going to get the other army over. Let's move to there. This isn't luck, we were obviously fully prepared for Great Britain spawning after the collapse of the United States. It was always our intention. Don't want to do too much damage to their ports. We've only damaged Greenwich so far, although I think it won't trade. It won't be one of those ports that you can get trade from. Okay, so again this is it's really kind of an auto-solve, to be honest. They've got 1 mortar. How many turns does it take for them to go? 6. Well, we're not going to wait 6. Boom. Done. Over. We've got plenty of money to repair all this. I want to get over to the Mughal Empire, sort out the North America if we can as quickly as possible. We're going to need to maybe leave an army there. Oof, gosh, we can't actually repair those two, so they're going to have to sit there anyway for a turn or so. Wow, I thought I had enough money, and I obviously didn't. Can't even repair the port. Okay, so that will be next turn. Don't often get that, 2 nations destroyed in 1 turn. I think that's the second time we've destroyed Great Britain. I've got nothing against them, of course, but I'm sure it's the second time we've destroyed them. Okay, over here, we're at peace with the Huron Wyandotte. I think possibly, I think we're kind of done. I think I'd already moved everything in Europe, I think last turn. Yeah, I'm sure I had. Yeah, we're allies with the Crimean Khanate, they're down here. I'm just going to move down here, ready to take them out. Got a nice fleet actually, might be worth grabbing. The rest is all really taking steps to protect ourselves in case the Ottomans decide that they're going to attack us. So we've got a couple of armies here in the Caucasus to hold up the any breakthrough from Georgia by the Turks or the Persians. And we've got an army here to take out the Crimean Khanate. I've got an army here coming down from Sweden that's going to go to here. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're okay against the Turks. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Are we recruiting here? I think we are. We'll keep that recruitment going. We'll leave the armies in England for 1 turn for not being replenished. Right, fleets. Are we doing anything with fleets? I don't think we are. We're just really recouping and just waiting here at the moment because we've now kind of got a watching brief on the Ottomans and also Crimean Khanate. If you look at the map, really they're the only 2 that are left in Europe. There's this tiny... Actually, do we need to send a stack round? I think one of the stacks from Great Britain was going to do that. That was my plan. So we can certainly get them on their way. They're not going to be able to... Let's get them on their way. We'll keep 1 stack in Great Britain for the moment. We may actually leave that in Great Britain. Just in case anyone has a breakthrough. In case we get the... Still move a bit further, I think. Can we go? Oh. Okay. So we need to land that somewhere so it can replenish. Oh, we've got 2 generals now. I didn't realise that. That's weird. I've got 2 generals. That's just odd. Okay, well, we'll move the fleet back in. So it's there to see 17. Well, actually, what we can do, I think it's probably... Yeah, let's get rid of this. We don't need Cambridge University. Destroy that and exempt it. Okay, so we can build something here. All these will actually come into play in the next turn, so things like this that give us good happiness will come into play. Okay, let's check out our science and then we'll end our turn. I think at the moment we've kind of got a blockage going on. We can't actually develop a lot because we're waiting for some philosophy stuff. We need a modern university, and someone kindly, I can't remember who it was, do forgive me. I always get very good advice from all my subscribers. You're a good bunch. You know the games. I never get any nonsense from you. You always give very good advice. Yeah, I think this was, we had to build a college, classical, was it? Yeah, I think we had to build a classical university and then a modern university, I think. Yeah, I'm sure that's what we need to do. So we're going to have to invest in that next term. Unless we capture one, I think, probably. That's the only other way of doing it. But, yeah, we've got classical, but I think we can only develop modern in the in our own. So, for instance, here, it wouldn't allow us to develop a modern university. It has to be in your home territory, I think. That's what I was told, and it does seem reasonable to me that that's how things would go. It's kind of a block on you developing all the last kind of technologies. Anyway, stop faffing about. It's in my turn. I think we're just getting to the coast here so we can move these spies around to India. Okay, well that was a pretty uneventful turn. There aren't that many people who are left now. Okay, oh, is that good? Is that good or bad? I don't really know, to be honest. Let's just get him out. Let's do this. Coaching in. Yeah, in fact it's completely under control now, which is excellent. Let's do the army. Let's do this. So we've got 5 turns for classical and then I think another 5 turns for modern. Can we even move out? We might even be able to move out. Oh yes, we can. It's going down by 1. Yeah, we can move out. Let's get on board ship. I said about keeping an army here, but I really don't think we need to. He's going to go around to the Mediterranean, I think. To here. Oh, actually, that's maybe a little bit problematic. We're going to land, actually. We're going to land, because I don't want to leave an army on board a fleet. Got this army here. You want to take out the Huron Wyandotte. Okay, let's go here and we'll land and then we'll let them replenish.
Orders.
Boom. Okay, let's just do that. So they're replenishing, they have a ship there to take them off. We've got a ship here and we've got a... Oh, actually that was damn stupid actually what I did there. I think that both ships moved. Is that right? Just have a look. Okay. Actually that was a lie, wasn't it? I haven't got the thingy blockaded, but can I get a ship there? I don't know whether I can now. I think I can. Let's get this ship back to here. We don't want the Turks breaking out of the Mediterranean, causing trouble to our trade. As I said, a trade will stop shortly. There's no way that it will continue. He goes here and picks up this army. Wonder how far he can get. Just need to... Oh, can't do that. Can't do that. Can we get some cav in there? We can. Okay, it's still not quite. Well, it will be next turn, that's okay. Get a general in there as well, that might push it over. Yeah, so that's fine. That was risky what I did there. Okay, so where are we going to land? We've got a fully fledged invasion force. I'm just going to check who the Wyandotte allies with. Mughal Emperor, of course, and the Cherokees. I don't think the Mughal Empire... I'm going to take a risk, but I don't think the Mughal Empire will stick with them. No, they didn't. They dumped them. I mean, that, you know, that was fairly obvious that that's what would happen, to be honest. So here we'll just go ahead and attack them next turn. Let's move the ship back up to there. These 3 armies will be heading towards... yeah, be heading towards the Turkish border down here, maybe. Just to keep a watching brief on them. We've probably got enough troops to actually even take out the Turks now, to be honest. It's a definite possibility. Okay, what else do we need here? Some more artillery, I think. 3 artillery and 1 cav, I would say. So got 1 cav and 3 artillery. 1, 2, Can we not get any closer than that? It's really the closest we can get it. Well, we'll go for infantry. That'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. Right, now we need to start moving forwards. Get a position that's easily defensible against our Austrian, our our Turkish friends. Let's go here. Let's guard Zagreb. Just about under control. We'll probably move them into Vienna. Got this Swedish army up here, moving down towards here. The spy, what are we doing with that spy? Perhaps we'll just send him this way actually. Saying that, we've got lots of spies here. We know exactly what they're up to, the Turks. Well, we took this territory now, so you can repair that. Still trying to repair these guys, aren't we? Sorry, let's go back to Europe. Let's get everything done in Europe first. Well, they're not a strike anymore, are they? We know that. They're now going to be fine. Especially once we actually get... it's only 28 predicted. Once we get this built, they'll be fine. Right, okay, got some strange things they've built here. Anyway, right. Okay, plenty of stuff I can upgrade. We'll have to look at this for maybe a turn or so. Whilst the armies are moving towards the Mughal Empire, we'll probably spend all our money on upgrading stuff. Not so much ports, but things like this. That will bring us money, brings wealth to the region, regardless of whether it's based on tax or not. This is why I'm slightly worried about the Crimean Khanate. It's a bit odd. Their behaviour is a wee bit strange. So we're going to come down here, so we're in a position to take them out if we need to. It means risking war with the Turks, but that's not a huge risk, to be candid. Oh, -2, that's bad. So there's something up here we can upgrade that will improve things. Let's see if we've got anything that we can upgrade. It's easier to do it like this, to be honest. So we'll look at policies. Let's have a look here. Oh, -3, can't do anything there. I think these two were the ones that we couldn't do anything with, to be honest. Yeah, and there's about 10,000 extra money there, which hopefully will be coming to us soon. Here we know what's going on. It's slightly adrift. What are we building here? Coaching in, so that should mean we can release this army next turn. It is being repaired, isn't it? Yes, indeed. Okay, that's fine. So there's nothing more we can do here. Here I think we're fine in India. Oh, we might be able to put some of these into payment. Nope. What about Cuba? Nope. They will of course come down at some stage. Nope. Yeah, it's more important we get fast movement at the moment, to be honest, in these two zones. National summary, whilst we're on this screen, we'll just have a look. We've got 158 million people in our country, which is, massive. Trade's good, but unfortunately it's all going to disappear, 62,000. Of course that's almost all of our profit, so that's why we need to build up these things that are going to give us money in their own right. He's getting down to a port, I think, so we can move that agent. Now it's come out of there. Let's go back to Europe once more just to finish off what we're doing. That's all okay. I should really look at these bubbles first, shouldn't I? Okay, got some stuff built in the Baltic. Okay, so we're going to need to, I think it was up here, wasn't it? To move these 3 ships. They're all coming down towards the Mediterranean down here. Speed that up. I know that's a long way to go. There we go. I love Darthmod. The amount of movement, it's the naval kind of period, and he's really improved the movement of the guys so much. Yeah, we can't do much more in the Mediterranean, I think, at the moment. We'll push on and take out Hura and Wyandotte in this territory. These are replenishing. There's a full stack against it. It will just be a garrison force. So I'm quite happy with our situation here. I don't think we're in any trouble at all. So I'm trying to get hold of that spy, that agent. Wanting to move all the way down, don't we? Yeah, we're fine here, I think. This guy's moving down, isn't he, this army? I'm just going to do that to keep them sweet. Okay, that looks fine to me. I don't think there's anything more I want to do in Europe. We're not going to move our fleet at the moment. An army here to attack Athens. We can certainly take out Belgrade and Sarajevo with these three army groups. We would hold here, I think, and hold here. Maybe we would take Moldavia. Just thinking aloud here, if the Turks do actually stick to their alliance with the Crimean Khanate. But we're pretty much okay. We could take out Turkey and Europe quite quickly. Particularly once we get these three armies, if we just leave it for a bit longer. These three stacks, once they come over. Wow, that's his fleet there, isn't it? Yeah, it would be nice to get that fleet. Anyway, let's leave Europe now. Let's head to the New World. Got more ships coming down. I think we're gonna form a fleet up down here. Let's get some heavy ships into here, the Windward Islands. Let's get these down here as well. And what we got here? Got an admiral. That's good. That's exactly what we need. So I think that was all of them actually. Yeah. One. Just make sure. 2, 3. Well, that was the 4 groups of ships that we were moving over across the Atlantic. Construction report. Not much built actually, to be honest. Iron Hand. Agent recruited. That's the missionary in England. Occultation of Mercury. It's kind of a bit random. What we got here? Do we have a... I think we have a... I thought we had another admiral around here somewhere. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe I made that up. Maybe get one of those guys at Gibraltar, one of the admirals there, to come over. Okay, so got this repaired. The army's starting to repair. Still not really fully repaired. It's going to be another turn or so, I think, before we can maybe move on. Move on our Native American friends. Yeah, still repairing as well, as are those. Yeah, it's going to maybe take us a turn or so. What I'll probably do, will we attack here? I think we probably will. I think I shall actually. We've got to move this army up anyway. This army is definitely going to head towards here. We're just going to throw these guys in. Oh gosh, he's on the bridge. So he's got a stack and a half we've got to face there, so that's not going to be that easy. Okay, we can manage that. I'm sure we can deal with that. Right, okay, we've got to sort this navy lark out. I honestly thought that I had another ship with an admiral on. Obviously I didn't, but I'm going to start moving out and see if we can get this stuff into... That'll be fine next turn. That won't be fine next turn. Though if we exempt it, it's fine. We're looking to go for here and then here. Although actually we really need to head for harbours, to be honest. Let's see what happens here. See if we can get this under control. Actually that'll be under control next turn, so that's fine. And this actually is okay. Let's move the navy out. I think as always all we can do is have 14 ships in. Let's put these guys on board. How far can we get round? We can get round all the way to here. So he's ready to land. Probably need to push across land with this guy, I think. Ooh, that's interesting, because they're all the wrong side of the divide, so to speak. And I think there's really bad terrain here. I think we can afford to go here. Need a lot of replenishment, but we'll still be replenishing now. What we can do is block these routes where they can actually cross. These guys here. Right, gosh, they need a lot of replenishment actually. What about these guys? And so do they. Well, we're going to get them closer to the port. I'll have to stay out of payment for a while. Actually, that's under control. That's pretty good. Right, so we've got 3 armies that we're going to use to come all the way round. What we're going to do is block here. And we're going to block this one as well, so they can't get across. Don't need a particularly good ship to do that, that should be fine. I think that's blocking trade as well when it comes up with that. Trade route raided, which is here. So on Lake Erie, got a ship with a whole stack. They're suffering attrition as well. Obviously, although they've built lots of troops, they're in real trouble, to be honest, these groups. This guy, I think we need to get towards a port. Ah, oh, shame, there's normally a port over here. Let's go here. Okay, so we're going to have to look at the yeah, we're going to go up here, so we can be picked up from up here on the edge around here. These two guys are still replenishing. We took a lot of hits actually there, to be honest, a lot. Right, okay. Let's have a look and see what we're going to do down here. They're still replenishing. Let's just up this to the next one. That's fine. Right, okay. Still only 1737. Some of these have taken heavy losses. Stories that would be quite easy to grab at the moment. Anyway, I'm such a greedy devil. What we got here? Need to think about beefing up this fleet over here. Right, we need to... Actually, we can move this army up. I had forgotten that. It's completely okay, this army. Oh, getting a slight jerkiness. Let's land these guys here. And then we'll... Oh, game's hanging a little bit. Sometimes find this when you've got a lot of guys on fleets. Okay, so he's going to come up and join this navy up here. Sometimes the game actually crashes, which I really don't want to happen. That would be very unfortunate if that was to happen. Okay, nearly at the end turn. Going to move all these guys over to this fleet here. Seen a port that we can upgrade. What have we got here now? Need one more ship, I think. send another 56 down towards there. Another force rate. That looks quite balanced to me then. And we just need to get that admiral from Gibraltar. Boom. Okay, I don't think we can add anything more into that. I'm quite happy with that fleet. This guy won't be able to attack, but what we can do is this. And they just auto-resolve. See if they'll surrender, actually. No, okay, it's just auto-resolve. And then we'll repair these guys. Destroy that. I'll repair these guys first, actually. I wonder how I ended up with such a light infantry army. That's really weird. Anyway, let's destroy that. And obviously we'll do something with that next turn. Yeah, the armies we're facing now, they've suffered a lot of attrition. Although they're quite big stacks, they have suffered a lot of, in the way of attrition. These guys. Okay, that's fine. There's nothing else there I want to do. You can see the basic plan is to move down the St. Lawrence. We've got 3 stacks here that we can use, possibly 4. So you can certainly take out their territory quite effectively. Here we've just landed, haven't we? Can we siege? Let's besiege it. It's only going to be 2 turns, so we'll continue sieging at the moment. Okay, let's go back to Europe, because I want to grab one of those admirals. Let's send this guy over, if he can reach. They can't reach, damn. Well, we'll send this guy over next turn. Oh, actually, what's he doing? Oh, he's only a... say only. We'll send him over anyway. And we'll also send over an admiral. It's going to take a couple of turns, this turn and the next turn to arrive. Okay, I'm wondering whether I can send over more than that actually. I think I can probably send over... They're not really enough to actually stop a determined attack, are they? So let's just send all 3 admirals over. The next turn they'll arrive. Right, okay. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We've had one big battle. We've done a lot of work to progress our plan. I say we're always getting very good traits with these guys, steady under fire and all that kind of stuff. Okay, looks like this could be a quite difficult battle here. They'll probably attack us though, I would hope. Got some decent troops, not a bad balanced army, very low on artillery of course. We're fine. We've only got 3 cav though, that's not so clever. Okay, so you can see what the plan is. Take out the Iroquois, push up through the Cherokee territories, move across northwest Canada with this army up here, and that's it basically. That's it in North America. We're in a good position already to resist any damage that the Turks try and do to us. We've got 3 more armies that are coming to reinforce what we've got in Europe. I may attack them anyway, to be honest, because it's silly for the armies to sit here not actually earning their keep. Might well take out the Turks if they decide to stay honest with the Crimean Khanate, because we're definitely going to take those out. I don't like the look of these armies over here. They're kind of moving around my territory, you can see, and there can be no reason for it other than for them to backstab us. There's no one else to attack up here, and they're not on board ships, so it's just weird. It's just odd, random AI behaviour. We may even find that the Persians attack us as well, which will be a bit awkward. But I think these 2 armies here, this army group here, this army that's coming down from Russia, plus this army here, these are pretty good armies actually. We can actually recruit another piece of artillery for these guys. I didn't realise they'd lost a piece of artillery, so we'll recruit that for them. I say the plan is to move all these guys to India. What are we going to do with this fleet? What's it doing? It's just sitting here at the moment, isn't it? We're going to move up to here just in case we get a problem with the Persians. Seems unlikely, I know, but you never know. There's only a few more people who can actually attack us, to be honest. And the AI kind of has a habit of springing things on you. Okay, there we go. That's the end of that episode. Speaking to you soon. Cheerio for now. Bye bye.